Okay, welcome back to another episode of Up and Down with Sam. I am your host, Sam Timmer, and I have some special guests with me today. We have Coach Anna Drews, and we have Coach Gabby Miller with us. Just to give a brief introduction on them, Anna was a Calvin women's basketball player from 2013 to 2017. She scored over 1,000 points. She was named All MIAA twice, along with regional awards and honorable mention All American. And she's now the assistant coach for the Calvin women's basketball team. So excited to have you on, Anna.
Thanks, Sam.
And then we got Gabby. Gabby played for Calvin women's basketball as well for 5 years. She got that extra year in. She scored over 2,000 points. She's the all-time leading rebounder at Calvin. Four-time All MIAA, as well as regional honors and All American honors. And she now coaches high school basketball for South Christian High School. So excited to have you, Gabs.
Thanks, Sam. Go Sailors.
There you go. Get a quick shout out in there.
Yep.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously both accomplished players. You both know ball. So I'm excited for this episode. We got a special edition today. We're going to be focusing in on the rivalry because it's rivalry week here at Calvin. So here at Calvin University, we have our big rivals, Hope College. And this weekend, the men's basketball team plays them at 3. And so it's rivalry week this week. And so just to give a little background on how big this rivalry actually is. It's been going on since the two schools really started competing in sports. By far, leaps and bounds, the best rivalry in D3. And when ESPN actually ranked it in 2005, they ranked it as the 4th best basketball rivalry across all divisions, like right behind UNC and Duke. So if that gives you some kind of perspective on it, it's heated. There's no love between the schools.
Zero.
I mean, it covers all sports. I mean, even as a golfer, we can't stand Hope. So it really runs deep and it's intense. I like to call it the Cold War of athletics here at Calvin.
What a name.
Yeah,
Great comparison.
between the battle of like excellence and like performing, as well as the battle of facilities, right? Because at Calvin, we obviously have the better ones, but they're always chasing us in that sense. And then we're also only about like 40 minutes away from each other. So kind of that close proximity subway series type thing. So yeah, I mean, you both are Michigan fans. Would you say it's about as intense as the Michigan-Ohio State? Like that's how deep it runs.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I'm a Michigan fan, but it's like if you talk about Calvin Hope, it's like I don't know. It's just different.
It's more.
I think it's more. I think it too. It's like we grew up with our dad working there at Calvin, and so that's embedded in a little bit. But then when you're in it, I don't know. It's just a whole different story, and it's just like there's nothing like it.
Yeah, and just some random stats here to wrap up the little summary. In terms of, because it's men's basketball this weekend, the women's actually already played both their games against Hope. But in the men's rivalry, Calvin leads the series by a 1-point margin through 216 games. So I believe that was coming into this year.
That's crazy.
And then Hope leads the all-time record, 111 to 105. And then since Calvin joined the MIAA, they both have 34 MIAA championships in basketball. So, like, I mean, it's as neck and neck as it gets. And so, you know, that adds to the Cold War. 2 superpowers.
Yep.
So, we're going to ask you guys some questions, kind of get a sense of where this is at for you guys. Where is that as player, coach, the whole deal. So we're going to jump right in and start with as a players. So Anna, we'll go to you first. I want to hear what it meant to you as a player. Like, how did it feel getting into that Hope Calvin rivalry game?
It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like when I watched it, like you'd watch all the games, whether it was soccer, basketball, volleyball. I mean, you just are kind of like, yep, it's Calvin, always Calvin. But then when you wear the name Calvin and then you're actually competing against Hope, you just kind of felt like first of all, of course you wanted to beat them, but like you kind of felt like honored that now it was like my turn to be a part of it and to try to bring home wins and bring home success against them. I just, even now as a coach, it's like that game is just so different from all the other games. It doesn't really matter what your record is. You could be having a down year, but still go into that game and you could be upsetting them. And whatnot. But it meant so much. It was so fun. It was fun, how our parents played and then seeing and hearing about those and then just now doing it ourselves. I don't know. It was just a privilege and it was fun and I was so happy to be a part of it.
Yeah. And now to you guys, what do you think?
I think like bouncing off of that, it's like, I mean, we were there when we were younger, so we grew up watching all those girls. I mean, I probably could list off 20 girls that I just watched even before Anna was there. And then I got the privilege to watch Anna play, and so then it's like by the time I was there, I was just waiting and waiting, waiting to play in those games and be in that moment. And like Anna said, like beforehand, it's like I guess when Anna played, it was definitely more intense for me as a fan because it's my sister. And then it's the Hope Kelvin, and we bleed Kelvin, and then again you put that jersey on, and like I remember my senior year or my senior teammates, my freshman year at Kelvin, were just like trying to explain to us freshmen like how it was gonna be, like the difference in the game, and you're just like, yeah, like I think we know. And then it's like, you don't know until you step on that court. And it's just like, for me, I mean, I kind of had a good idea, but I had some teammates that came from, different places that they had just heard about Kelvin a year ago. So it felt like my rage against them was a little bit more. But
yeah,
it's really cool. It's cool to be a part of. And yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, moving into your like kind of running on the coolness factor, what was your favorite moment against Hope as a player?
Me?
We'll start with you this time,
okay.
Gab. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I had some good moments against Hope, but they won the national championship when I was there, and so their team was really, really good. But there was a moment my super senior year, my 5th year, and we were playing them at home, and we had a huge crowd there, which I don't really remember how, but we got a huge crowd there. Not how, but like there was a ton of students there. And I feel like students usually come for the men's games. And I mean, we'd have some, but like it was like those 3 full bleachers were full. And students were like standing up. So it was really cool. And we got it within 4. And this is the year after they won a nat. And so they lost a lot of good players, but they still had a really good core. And so we lost probably like 5 times my super senior year. So like we were pretty good too, but it's just, they've just come off a huge high. And so we got it within 4. And I just remember I kicked it out to my teammate, Sid Cleary, and she just drained a 3. And it was just like, this is the best. And like the crowd was in it and it was just super fun. And yeah, we ended up losing, but it was one of those games where it's like, yeah, we were there. Like we had the chance, we were in their heads, and it's like you can just see. Felt so good to see like their defeat on their faces after like a little bit. They're like, oh crap, like we're in this with them right now.
Yeah.
So like for me, that was one of the best moments, was just like, okay, realizing we actually had a chance in some of our games, and like just seeing the disappointment on their faces that, oh, like this isn't just our game to own. So
right, throwing a couple punches. I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing like that big 3. Like,
yep.
As a crowd member, I mean, when that big 3 goes down, it is electric. I love
and they had a video of it too. So like I like went under the basket and like one hand pass out to Sid, and she drained it, and it was sick. It was so sick.
I love it. All right, Anna, what you got for us?
Oh, honestly, anytime my teams beat them, it was the best. And I feel like I'm trying to think of the times that we beat them. So my first win against Hope was actually my sophomore year at Hope, which is really hard to do. I don't know what their record is at home, but they don't lose at home very much, and they still don't. But that year, I think it was 2015, it was like in January. It was a really close game. They had an and one situation. She made her free throw. I forget how much they were up. I think they were up.
They went up 1.
I think they went up 1 or 2. It it was something where it's like everyone on the floor kind of knew like we needed a basket to make this to win. And we didn't have any timeouts. So Brittany Berry makes her free throw. I'm on the floor. Somehow I'm on the floor. And my teammate Kayla passed it in to Bree Verkijk. Bree literally drove down the lane. They doubled her. She bounced past it to my other teammate Hannah, and she laid it in for an and one. And we just went nuts. There wasn't a lot of time left on the clock, but it was just such a fun moment. And I still remember the video, and I think it's on YouTube somewhere. But that was probably like one of my very favorites. But then we then continued to beat them here and there. And a couple of them, they were like ranked pretty high during the regular season, and we beat them at home and stuff. I think they were like 2.
Yeah.
And then we beat them at home on our senior night. So like that was really fun too. Again, with like a big crowd, and I had a teammate that went off with like 5 or 6 threes. And so it's just kind of like, again, like a really electric, fun environment, and you're just feeling all the feels.
Right. Yeah, I think I came in. Well, for the viewers, your dad is the athletic director that was on episode 2, Dr. Jim Timmer. So I actually came into his office, and we were talking about the rivalry and stuff. And he's like, "You got to watch this video." And he pulled up that exact video of you guys beating them at Hope. Yeah, it was funny.
That video's ingrained in my brain.
Yeah.
I love it.
Going nuts in the corner. I
I'd
was
say
lining up for a 3, and I was because
Yeah.
I had made one previously, which in my career I didn't shoot many, let alone make many. But I made one, so I was feeling good. So I was spotting up, but then
Your
teammate
knees went
put
to
it
your
in.
forehead.
You did like a jump twirl with like your arms up. It was sweet.
Oh yeah, it was a little much, but I mean that's exactly how you kind of feel, especially when it's like for me, like that was our first win, my first win against Hope. So it's kind of like you just kind of lose all sense of everything.
And I think,
awesome.
I mean, outside of the win, my favorite part of that video is like you look at like the videos from the benches side, and so the Hope crowd is on the other side, and just watching them in misery is awesome. I love it. It was great.
Anytime you can make them sad, honestly, is the best.
It's great. It's great. And now you have a different perspective now because you went from player and now you're an assistant coach. So kind of leaning into that, what's it like being in the rivalry as a coach when you can't necessarily be spotting up for 3 or guarding or rebounding, right? Like what's the difference there, and what is that like on the bench?
It's honestly still very fun. There's still that high competitive spirit. There's still that desire to win. And now it's just in a different role. So it's more of kind of being there for the players, encouraging them when they need it, reminding them that, they're beatable, that this is a fun game, enjoy it. It doesn't come around all the time. But honestly, it's fun to walk alongside the players in these moments. We beat Hope last year in the MIAA tournament in the semifinals. And that was the first one, I think, since I played in 2017. And so just for them to experience a win against Hope in a rivalry game, just made me so happy for them. Like I was just so excited for Coach Christner to get his first win against Hope, and then also for the program as well, just knowing that it's such a huge accomplishment and whatnot and stuff. So it's just fun. It's fun to be back in it. It's different, but it's still as competitive as the coaching staff as it is if you're playing.
Yeah. And we should have had that one this year, by the way. Home court.
The one at home.
Pushed it to OT. Oh, I thought we had it.
Yep, that was a tough one.
Hurt. Yeah.
It's you don't want to take too many like moral victories from the game, because I feel like we've had a lot of those this season with our squad, but to see them just battle just like the way that teams in the past have done, and even though we didn't come up with the win, it's still respectable. It's still, sheds Calvin in a good light in the women's basketball scene. So it's a bummer, but it is a game. We got to move on, and hopefully maybe we catch them next time.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Totally give credit. Like, Ryan made a couple big shots down the stretch. Caitlin hit a huge corner 3. Like, you guys played really good, and it was a fun game to watch. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the win, but we're gonna avenge that this Saturday.
Of course.
And now moving to Gabby. Gabby, you are a coach, but you're not coaching the rivalry. So I want to hear from you as being a fan, because when we were at Hope this year, I looked up to my left and there was Gabby watching the game. So I want to hear, what's it like being in the crowd and seeing like the opposite side of that coin in the rivalry from when you played to now being, seated, watching, part of that energy.
I think it's for sure worse because I'm sitting there.
Absolutely.
I'm also sitting there and like very still invested. Like some of the seniors on the team I played with still, and Anna's on the women's team, and then obviously my sister's the assistant coach, and I love the head coach Mark Kirshner. He's awesome, and like so I just feel like I like to think I'm connected. And so I'm watching it and I am just like, and my husband can attest to this, but I am like having an anxiety attack every time I'm watching the game because I am just like, I just want this for them so bad. Like I'm rooting so hard for them. And it's like, whether it's the boys or the girls, I'm just like sitting there and I feel like I just need to like scream or run because I feel like I just have all this pent up tension watching these games because I just want them to do so well. But it's definitely different. It's so hard, especially since like I still know some girls on the team and like coach and me and coach have a really good relationship. So, sometimes after a loss or a win, like I'll text them and so it's tough because you just want it for them so bad. Whether it's Hope or whatever game, like I'll be watching them play St. Mary's and I still feel the same way. It's so hard. You just want to go out there and play with them or just be there for them. So it's definitely different, but it's really fun. So
yeah, I mean, I didn't play in back. I wish, for the record, just so my viewers know, if I could do one thing, I wish I was like a foot taller and dominated men's basketball and beat Hope all the time. But
you would be a legend.
Even though I never played in the basketball, like being like we like to sit courtside because I'm a loud person. Just being courtside and feeling the energy and like a big shot or like a big block or whatever it is, like I almost feel like I'm in the game myself. Like I'm like ready to go out there and like lock up. Like I am so
Put him
ready.
in, Bill.
But like it's electric out there. I love it.
It's amazing.
So yeah,
It's great. It's the whole, like, even thinking about like Saturday's game, even with the men's. I mean, you just know it's gonna be packed. There's gonna be chirping. That it's gonna be a close game. It's just, I don't know. Like you said, there's like nothing like it in D3. There's nothing like it.
Yeah, I mean, for people who don't know, it's UNC Duke. Like that's literally what it is. It's
At least that's what it
intense.
feels like. That's what it feels like.
I remember I was in my freshman year. I think it was like the end of the year, and we like had lost in the conference tournament, and then the boys played Hope like the next day. So we were done. And so like all my teammates, we went to the Hope Calvin game, was at home, and it was insanely loud. One of my friends, Thad, was on the team, and I think I don't know, he went off. He had almost like 30 that game. And we're all like standing together and it's like my ears are ringing. It is like people are just screaming so loud in the stands and you're surrounded by everyone. Everyone's jumping and you're like, am I gonna get trampled? But I literally remember my ears ringing when like Thad was going off at the end of the game because it was so loud in there. Like it's just a crazy environment.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I show up to church the next morning and I probably, like, all these people probably think I was like out late partying, but I was like, no, I was at the Hope Calvin game screaming the whole time. Like that's why I have no voice.
Grandma's gonna love that.
That's why I have no voice. I mean, like it's crazy. It's crazy. Whether it's yelling for your team or at Hope or at the officials every once in a while.
Oh yeah.
Which brings me to a bonus question.
Bonus.
Not on the agenda, but now I want to ask it. Could you imagine being an official in that game?
No,
because I'm sure both of you yelled at officials plenty. I yell at them from the stand.
Did you yell at officials, Gab? I did. I got in trouble.
I mean, I got a technical for yelling at an official, so.
No, wait. The one in Texas?
Yeah.
No,
I technically wasn't yelling at them.
No, you didn't yell. You just said a word under your breath.
I didn't yell at them, but I think she thought I was because I was right behind her. But I mean, I'd yell at officials every once in a while.
Nicer to refs.
Yeah, because some of them liked me, and so if they didn't like me, then I wasn't nice. But I could tell if someone liked me, so then I just wouldn't.
Yeah, I wasn't very kind.
I played the mind games.
I didn't play
Yeah.
mind games. I just told them they were terrible.
Woman refs did not enjoy my presence. Every time there was a woman ref, I was like, I'm going to have 4 fouls, maybe 5. So
Were they
rough.
threatened by you, Gabby, or why was that a thing?
it was the same woman ref. I don't know what her name is.
I
I'm
know
pretty
what
sure.
her name is. Can I
say
it?
maybe she knows. I don't know,
if I
but
should say it. I won't say it, but I know.
no, we're not going to expose her because she might have not had a bias against me, but it surely felt like she did.
She is biased against some kids on her.
She
squad.
does not. She did not enjoy me.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's classic. I will say, I didn't play college, but I never got a tech in high school. Noah did. Noah got a tech too, actually.
For what? I would guess that you would over Noah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right, that's what I thought too. But Noah, one time he was walking to the bench, he had just fouled out. He looked at the ref and said, "That one's on you." And then they teed him up.
That's actually kind of funny, though.
That's what I thought. But
Wait,
the ref
did you
didn't.
say he had already fouled out?
Yeah, he had already fouled out, so he just picked.
So how'd they get a tech if he already fouled out?
So
Well,
then
they just let it was like a team tech or whatever.
Oh, like
they
a
shot free
bench
throws,
tech.
got
They
the ball.
shoot like free throws and
Yeah.
make a ball, but he doesn't
Yeah.
go against.
That one's on you.
Yeah,
That's
It was
hilarious.
pretty funny.
I
And
love
I don't
that.
remember the other one, but yeah, I guess
Right,
singers
Noah.
don't always love the officials. I know.
I love
Noah had
that.
a little fire every once in a
I
while.
love that out of Noah.
Now moving into as a parent, Anna, you have 2 little girls at home. Gabby, we'll see, maybe some future kiddos on the way. 0 currently, but you got to play with your imagination here a little bit. But would you ever let your kids go to Hope?
It won't put it this way. I hope it's not even conversation, right?
Right. Like it never gets brought up.
Yeah, like they grow up in our household. Both me and Nate are Calvin grads. Family all went to Calvin. I'm helping at Calvin. I'm like, you shouldn't even think about it. And if you do, then we got problems.
It'd be very dumb. And I mean, even Kelvin, his family's pretty. He has cousins that go to Hope, but like his family, his grandpa went to Hope, grandma, like a lot of people in the family went to Kelvin, and so it's pretty deep on both sides. I really feel as though my children will have to, keep that one to themselves because it ain't happening.
Just
we
keep
don't
it to
even
yourself.
have
Keep that question
blue
inside your head.
and orange in our house.
Yeah,
No, I don't
we'd
buy
walk
orange.
I'd walk out to go to high school in the morning and my dad'd be like, "That's pretty orange. It's like
Yeah.
burnt red." And I'm like, "No, it's not." And he goes, "It's pretty orange."
Yeah.
And
Like
genuinely,
in our house now.
people probably think we're kidding, and I'm not kidding.
We're not.
He would actually comment on the color of our things if it was near orange.
Yeah, I mean,
Because blue was acceptable because we went to
don't-
South.
Yeah, but
Right.
I mean, if you came out wearing a blue shirt with an orange
Yeah, it was
scarf,
horrible.
whatever. I mean, it's just the ugliest thing you could ever imagine. So it's never gonna
terrible.
happen. That's
It's
never
terrible.
gonna happen. So
I'm trying to think. I don't even think I own anything orange anymore.
I
My
don't.
high school was orange, but I don't have not a single clothes in my bureau or anything is orange.
My hair
honestly,
used
the
to be
worst
orange,
color.
so I really couldn't anyways, so.
You can't match an orange shirt with orange hair gaps.
No, it's not as orange anymore, but it used to be pretty orange.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, follow up on the parenting in the same mindset. Would you ever let them date or marry someone from Hope?
Ooh.
Ellen
gonna
Laney,
go-
listen up.
Yeah, he better be really.
It's gonna be
really
Ella.
good.
It's gonna be Ella.
Oh my gosh, we're not talking weddings. I'm just trying to
Sorry.
get this kid to listen to me at this point.
Here's
My
the thing.
best friend married a Hope grad.
Yeah,
and
I was
he's
gonna
great.
say
Oof.
one of my friends did too.
So it's it depends on the guy and how much do you really love Hope.
Yes.
Right.
What's the weight
because,
of how much are you involved in the actual Hope
Well-
did
wedding?
you just go there to get a degree? Did you like the beach? Great.
Yeah.
Right.
Your kids are going to Kelvin. So
Right.
Yes. It's tough on you. for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. It definitely would depend on the male. There'd be some serious investigation going on.
We just
I don't
can't
know
tell
if your
Jim
4
Timmer
kids would
about
want
it.
you investigating.
I'll be investigating, that's for sure. I work
Uh,
in a high school. I will be investigating. I know
That
all
is-
things go on.
that is one thing on your point of like how much they love Hope. I will say this, and this is 100% a total dig at Hope people. They are so less invested. And like there are so many of them that are like, "Oh yeah, I went to Hope, but like, oh, who cares?" Like that is so weak.
Yeah,
Like that's
That
so
is so
weak.
people I
weak.
know.
It is. There are people like that. And like
That's fine.
great on you, but that's why it was a better school. I mean, that's just what it comes down to. Better school, better student body, better
Right.
fans just in general,
Oh yeah.
but better players too. I mean,
We
yeah,
have less people over the age of 70 as
That's very
fans.
true.
as fans, that's true. We have a younger crowd. That's why we're louder.
Yep.
Speaking on that point, we went to for the men's game. We went 2-0, which the men won, and I swear our little pizza section, like our little slice of the pizza, was louder than like the rest of the gym.
Oh
Like it
yeah,
was
for
so
sure.
weak.
Yeah, it was.
Like, eh,
They're also getting
Just-
beat, so they're not cheering.
right? It disgusts me really. That's pretty much all it is. Disgust. Um,
Disgust.
I'd agree.
but yeah, I mean, it's just how it is. Now as sisters, this is one I've been looking forward to for a couple days now.
Oh, jeez.
Both in your prime. Who wins a one-on-one? What's the score? We're playing to 11.
Oh, jeez.
Make it take it?
I'm going to say we're going to play losers. We're going to pass it back and forth.
Okay. Here's the thing. We
Yeah, I
played
want to hear you what you think because
We
I know my
played-
answer.
we played the same position most of the time.
Yeah.
Anna was more, she did 4 and 5. I was complete 5. But we play very different styles of basketball.
Yeah.
Like insanely different styles of play. Anna was very aggressive and like not, this sounds bad, but like not a bad way. Like
I know
you
what you're saying.
boxed out, you got the whole rebound, and like you always say, and you're not wrong, they just came to me because I'm 6'2". So like it's just a little
I
different.
give her a lot of crap because she's the leading school's rebounder, and I'm like, yeah, because she stood there. Said I had to make
I
my
do
way
remember.
in.
I
And I had to
remember
grab
Anna
those
had a-
suckers.
I would say Anna's stats, her being, what are you, 5'8", 5'9"?
I rounded up to 5'9", but I think Coach Ross listed me as like 5'11" on the roster.
There's no shot. Anyways, I think your stats as a Calvin player are more impressive because of your size. Because like,
Oh, well, thank you.
well, I mean,
Well,
I'm
I can-
serious because you're like a smaller post and you're just getting in there and you're just like you're so angry. And
I was not angry. I was
You weren't
So
angry. You were
Tenacious.
doing
angry at
Tenacious.
refs.
tenacious
which
is a
isn't
great
healthy.
word.
Yeah.
When it comes to the shooting, I feel like you both know. We both know that I was probably the better shooter. Am I wrong?
No, so I would say like you took more and made more threes. That's for sure. You had a great jumper.
Gabby
But,
took a
like-
lot more shots.
Yeah, probably like twice, 3 times more. But I would
Sam.
also say that like she had to. Like the team that she was on, she kind of had to take more shots. And I was on teams that had a little bit more balance in the scoring from multiple people. But Gabby, like me and Dad would always say it, like you had a shooter's touch. Like I just felt like when it would go up, it was just really soft and really easy around the rim and off the backboard. And it's like something that you just can't really teach. And so
Yeah.
I think that part of your game is really, really cool. And then add the fact that you're 6'2", yeah, you're gonna do some damage down there, right? So
Oh,
I
yeah.
think the accomplishments that you had were pretty spectacular. And I still laugh because I don't think people know, but Gab's like, oh, I'll try it. I'll see how this goes. You know?
Basketball?
Yeah. She wasn't like die hard like I am. Like I'm like 100%.
Right.
I'm gonna get this done. this is what I want to do. Gab was like, yeah, we'll see if it's fun. We'll see if I like it. We'll see if I'm any good. And then she ended up being a great player. And I think she shocked herself a little bit that way, along with the rest of her family. Not that we knew that she couldn't do it. It was just the fact that, like, you were doing it, and you were doing it when you were a freshman. I think that was probably one of the most impressive parts of it, too.
Yeah. I remember someone... I'm very go with the flow, just kind of bop around. That's my personality. So I feel like that's also why people probably didn't, not that they didn't see it in me as, but it's just like, I would get competitive, but I would just be like, oh, it's fine. Like, it's fine. So I feel it. And Anna's like, you know, I mean, Anna,
that way.
Yes, like that's how we are a little bit different that way. Because I'm more concerned. I'm concerned about other things rather than that. But which could be good, but also bad. But then it's like, I remember someone came, I think we beat Albion, maybe we beat Albion my freshman year at home. And, which I don't think we should have. Our team wasn't as good as their team. So it's kind of an upset. And I think I had like 25 and 20. And I have no idea who this old man was. But he came up to me and he goes, do you just do that like all the time? Just 20 and 20? And I'm like, actually, sir, that's the first time I've ever done that. But it was just so funny because it's like, Dad would come off ripping my stats, and I'm like,
I know.
I don't even know what I did. Like, and I got that like more when I was like got older. I would kind of know what I had or if I had a good night or a bad night. But I mean, just
Yeah. You would be like the golfer that doesn't know their score when they're out there. Like
100%. 100%.
Now, like, there are 95% of golfers know exactly where they're at all the time. And then there's that 5% that you're like, what'd you shoot? I don't really know. I felt like I hit it good, though.
Like, I'd be like, I don't even know where my ball is.
Yep, that's Gab.
Where's my ball?
But I felt like it helped you. Like, I don't know. I felt like it helped you just stay in the game, just play as the plays come in. I don't know. I felt like it was kind of like a secret superpower in a sense.
Yeah. Well, I also think I had teammates around me more so in my later years that they were so intense in themselves. So I also think I had to be the reliever of like, hey, this is not do or die. Like, and I also think the opposite for them. They had to tell me to like, okay, I gotta lock in now, right? Like, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Like Sid is still one of my best friends, and she was my point guard for 3 years in high school, and then we played 4 years in college. So we knew her really well, but she would always be like, Gabby, stop popping, roll. And like, so it's like those things where it's like, I'm just playing, and then she's like, no, this is what you have to do. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right.
That was your reminder to lock in. Like,
yeah,
Gabby, stop popping, roll.
She's like, what are you doing out by the 3-point line? I'm like, hey, my bad.
It wasn't Dad's claps in the beginning of the game.
Those two.
Oh, I used to get
nightmares.
I used to get the thunderclap.
The thunderclap?
I used to get it in warm-up. I'd like, it's warm-ups. I'm like jogging around.
You're telling me Jeff did it too?
Oh, yeah. Jogging around, like you shoot a layup or you miss a shot. And again, warm-up. All of a sudden you hear bang, bang, bang. And I'm like, all right, it's time for me to like catch and triple threat, rip through, like go off to like the whole deal.
Triple threat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. We're related. Those are our dads.
My favorite is when Anna would watch my games with my dad, and Dad would go to Anna, would be like, I don't know, is Gab doing okay today? Do you think she looks okay? And then you guys would tell me after the game, you're like, Dad was panicking, like you weren't okay. And then I did fine. And then he's like, oh yeah, she's okay.
I'd be like, Dad, it's fine. Relax. He got worse when he got older.
But I also think it was like the difference between watching you warm up for a game and then trying to watch me warm up a game just probably gave him chest pains. Like, I'm like sitting on the bench talking to Coach Heather and Sid and Leia and not getting shots up.
You got your arms out, legs crossed. Like,
she's not ready. She's not ready.
Oh, that is funny.
Last one in the gym to come in and tie my shoes and.
Yeah, everyone's like stretching. We're like, what? Is Gabby here?
Gabby.
Oh yeah, she's just talking in the locker room still. She's making her way.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Oh, that's
I'll get out
funny.
there when I get out there.
Yeah, you did that to Dad. Let's be honest.
Yeah, poor
It was
dad.
like,
Kept him young.
yeah,
That's
or
our gray
aged him, one of
hairs.
the two.
Yeah, might
Yeah.
have aged him a little bit.
That's funny. You're so much like Lucy. That is Lucy to a T.
Me and Lucy.
Yeah, you guys
Love
are
that.
very alike. Um, Now, looking forward to Saturday, we got to talk about the game a little bit. Um, when we were on the road at Hope earlier in the year, we won 80-65, so kind of a beatdown on the road. We were actually down 11 in the first half at one point. The boys made a pretty good comeback. We had 5 guys in double figures, with Jalen leading the way. He had 21, Trevin 13, JT 13, Luca 13, Parker 10. So it was really I describe it as one of their best games as a team.
Yeah.
I felt like they
Okay, good.
really, after getting down 11, like all of a sudden it really started to click for them. It felt like just watching that.
Mm-hmm.
And so they went on their run and dominated the second half. But that also means that Hope has a little bit of like that. You could say they're pissed off a little bit, right? Having us come into Holland and beat up on them. And so, what are we looking for as basketball coaches, minds? What do you think's got to get done for them for Calvin to get the upper hand on Saturday?
I think it's really hard to stop a team when you have multiple people impacting the game. And the fact that they had 5 people in double figures with all those numbers, it just
Mm-hmm.
makes them guarding them harder. And so it like if they can somehow replicate a same shooting
Right.
second half, or where Jalen can get his points and his buckets, all that kind of stuff, I feel like they should be
Right.
successful.
I think
Mm-hmm.
the key to them too is getting Jalen started and getting him confident and comfortable, and then finding ways where they can, after they get uncomfortable, they're going to triple team them and then get ready to spot up and
Right.
make you threes. I also think we didn't have Jordan in the first game, right? Was that when he was
Correct.
He was out.
So I
He was
think
out.
that's going to be harder for Hope too because they haven't played him yet this year. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
trying to scout a team with an extra player that you didn't play against is tough too. You don't know what they're going to bring to the table. And I also think Jordan coming back into the game helps Luca a little bit better too.
Mm-hmm.
Not have so much pressure ball handling, and he can spot up because he's a great 3-point shooter. And I
Right.
also think Parker Schwartz is going to come out tomorrow with a bang like he did that other
All
game.
right. I like
I
it.
think we're going to have a lot of good moments on Saturday too.
Yeah. And that's what I was kind of getting into. I've watched probably 90% of both men's and women's games this year. Like, I love it. But watching the men, you get a sense that Jalen's going to have his game, right? He's going to get his 20 to 30. He's going to have his, 15 boards. Like, we don't have to worry about Jalen in a sense. So Saturday, I'm kind of looking for, like, who's going to be the guy that gets us fired up, like, emotionally. In the past, we've had, like, Owen Vernado used to do it. Uchenna was good at it. Like, having those big momentum plays to really get the team fired up. And so last Saturday when we played Trine at home, I think that guy was Parker. He came in, hit back-to-back threes, and then absolutely yammed it on this kid in the fast break,
That was
right?
sick.
And the whole place went crazy. And at that moment, you knew, like, this game's over. Like, they were up, I think, like 14 at that point, somewhere around there, and you knew it was over. And so I kind of look for that, and I'm kind of looking for a little Trevin. I think
I was gonna
Trevin
say-
could be the one.
Trevin's also
Trevin
got
could be the one.
Trevin's got that
Trevin would be
spark
nice.
too. Yeah, I think it's gonna
Yeah.
be Trevin or Winkle or Trevin or
Yeah.
wait,
Parker.
Trevin
Trevin or
or
Parker?
Parker. Yeah, Parker.
Parker. Yeah.
They've
And that's
got
what I
that
was
little
thinking,
like
too.
intense in them. When they get going, they're not gonna stop.
Yeah. And as the season's evolved, you've seen Trevin really these last couple of weeks is really start to shoot it well. So I would say look for him to come out hot, a couple big threes, crowd get into it, and jump out to an early lead. And I just think, they're a good defensive team. They got to stay out of foul trouble
Yep.
because they tend to do that quite a bit at bad times. So stay out of foul trouble on the defensive end, and I think they'll be fine there. But yeah, I'm telling you, Trevin was 0 for 4 at Hope. Watch out for.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
going
coming.
a 4 for 6 on
Oh,
Saturday from
I
3.
like that number.
I think
Yeah,
he's going to
that's
hit
lovely.
4 big ones.
That's
So
good.
Let's go, Trevin.
yeah,
That's a big number. Eric.
yeah, I believe in him.
I love it.
So yeah, that concludes our 3rd episode of Up and Down with Sam. I really appreciate you guys coming on. It was fun to have you. Thanks for the stories and the laughs.
Hey,
Yeah.
here anytime you need me.
Yeah, no kidding. Quite
Sounds
surprised
good.
when you sent us that text. I was like, oh boy.
Here we go. Here we go.
I thought the sisters could provide some good insight and some good comedy. So,
Hopefully
yes.
this.
but yeah,
Fantastic.
I appreciate it. Go Packers and go Knights.